Alright, hey guys, we're back. And we're going to be doing some painting. So, cancel the mouse. So it's crazy. The sun was just blazing right in here, lighting everything up. And within the last 5 minutes, it just went straight overcast. So I had to turn the lights on so I could really see. And I had to move the phone. Oh my guys. This phone is casting a shadow. So I gotta work. Make sure my light's in a good spot. Come on, light. Oh, it's casting a shadow. Okay, guys. Hey, passerby, how are you doing today? Or tomorrow, in my case. Isn't it tomorrow for you? Well, it's today for you, and it was yesterday for... I am your yesterday, and you are my tomorrow. That doesn't sound bad. That doesn't sound weird. Okay, jeez, just spilling the coffee all over. Trying to get some of these colors going. My old brush is now messed up. Man, this white really hangs in there. Almost midnight. Oh, okay, so not quite. Well, yeah, not quite close. So it's almost midnight. You're like 15 hours ahead. That's crazy. Is it raining there? Not right now. It did rain overnight for us. It started last evening. We had some pretty good thundering going on. Sounded like it was like right outside the window. But yeah, it rained. Right now it's dry, but it's wet. Some of the ground is wet, but it's mostly dried out now. I think because of the sun we just had for the early part of the morning, and now something's rolled in. It doesn't look like it's gonna storm, it's just overcast. Oh, you thought you could hear rain falling? Probably just traffic, noise. Birds are out. I think the light I'm using has a bunch of little chunks, pieces in it. That's alright. I've resigned myself to unfiltered paint right now. If it's got little teeny chunks in it, so be it. It adds to the paint. And next we are black. Actually, we need to fill up our black. So how was your day, passerby? Did you have a good day? work. Okay, so we got our black. Where's our spoon? We need our paint spoon. Paint spoon. Funny as I don't know what I was thinking, but I left my jars of paint thinner open over from last session last night. So I don't know how much of it we lost. Hey Ralphie, how are you doing today? I mean tomorrow. How are you doing tomorrow? Or wait, no, you're still today, aren't you? Whenever it is for you guys. Hope you all are doing well. Let's paint my paint spoon again. Paint spoon. Paint spoon. Paint in the spoon. And our lights are already going. Oh, I need some more lights. Used up all my lights. That means we're going to need a new shoes. Yo, top of the morning. Hey, Travis. How are you doing today? Wait. You at work still? How's the painting? I noticed that I'm running out of paper and I need to go and buy. Oh, yep, paper goes quick. Painting is going well. Had a couple sessions for the last 2 days, so I've been getting some stuff done. It's after the mess I made on my first project. Oh, what did you do? Oh, where's my white? I need my whites. There's the black. Okay. I don't know if that's a good seal on that or not. Container. Container lid. This lid gonna work. This lid a lot of these lids are uncoated. Right, let's get some new light in here. Okay. Let's get our white going. White's got a little chunky. Little chunky. Don't need that much. I had a second one of these, but probably only bought one. Yep, it's gone all chunkified. Like that. Heard of milk. Oops. Oh, great. Come on. Paint spoon. Hey Keegan, surprised you're live this early. Yeah, sometimes I go live. Ozzy Fingerboard, welcome. Everybody's showing up. Man, I need to start earlier and earlier. Okay. Get up around 6, but then I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna stay awake. No way I'm staying awake. Especially being up around midnight. Probably didn't get to sleep, so who knows, maybe 1 o'clock. I don't remember. I was listening to stuff. Listening to stuff on YouTube. Paint spoon, you're all messed up. Paint all everywhere on you. Paint spoon. I literally just woke up like 2 minutes ago. Nice. Okay. Paint spoon. Here's paint spoon. Old paint spoon. It's just a Dixie Smart stock plastic spoon. I think these ones I get from work, from our cafeteria. I don't really try to use that stuff too much, but they come in handy for scooping paint. Excuse me, guys. Watching while you draw. Nice. Let's art together. You shouldn't eat paint, Omizu. I'll eat whatever I feel like. Two artworks, the Pope and Raphael's painting. Which Raphael painting are you doing? We're always eating the paint. I've been eating paint since I was 18. Who knows, maybe even before that, because I don't remember doing it. I mean, I did watercolors when I was a kid, but, you know, taking it seriously. The Sistine Madonna. Okay, hold on a second. Let me check that out. Raphael's. I see. Okay. Yeah, I had a little Raphael phase for a moment. Let me see, how long ago was that? Maybe about 20 years ago. still like Raphael. One of the best for sure. When did you start painting? Like when did I first start painting? About 18. It was, I think, my last year of high school. So I was 17 then, my senior year of high school. Yeah, I was one of the younger kids in class because my birthday is in the summer, and so I started earlier than most people. So yeah, about 17, 18 is when I really started taking it seriously. But I was watching, before that, I'd been watching a lot of like Bob Ross, Willem, what's his name? Willem Alexander, who was like Bob Ross's mentor. They kind of paint very similar, like, yeah, even before that, though, before those two guys, oh, and I don't want to forget Mark Kistler, The Secret City. All these programs were on public television. Mark Kistler, he has a YouTube channel. He still draws. That's where I really started drawing. Learning more about drawing, but I've been drawing since I was a kid, like literally 2 years old. You were rallying, having a bit of a struggle with that painting because of the details, but for the Pope, it's just his cross, his clothing, and background, and I'm through. I was really okay, rally. So are you doing the entire painting, or are you just doing the Madonna and Child? Because it looks like there's you got an old man, and I don't know if that's who that is. The woman in the right corner. The Sistine Madonna. Yeah, that's what I figured. Ralphie. I don't know, when people say drawing, I figure they're using that type of stuff. I know some people will call painting drawing, and it can be a form of drawing. I don't know if people refer to drawing as painting, but some people have to do. People that use not chalks, but what do they call them? Pastels. They would call their works paintings. Oh, when did I start painting Bob Ross? Or watching Bob Ross? I'm not sure. You have to restate your question, Keegan. But if you mean when did I start watching Bob Ross, that was probably late 80s, maybe? Early 90s? Most likely late 80s, though. Can't remember when he was on, but I know I was like probably my early teens. For the faces, I'm going to do the Verdaccio technique, and for the clothes, I'm going to start with markers as a base before adding layers of colored pencil. Okay. I like the mixed media technique. It looks good. I see people doing that with like graffiti stuff when they do their drawings. They might do like markers, different type of markers, and then color pencils. Specifically, there's a guy on YouTube. he writes cute, Qute. I think he's from England. He's got a pretty good YouTube channel, but I like watching him for the use of his materials. Oh, I must have missed that question. Hold on, let me see. If it was about, oh shoot. Oh man, come on. Losing my stream. BMD taught me that technique, especially for clothes. I have to look that up. What is the burnett-hanssen technique? Sorry guys, I'll get going in a bit here. My paint's probably dried out by now. The burnett-hanssen technique is an underpainting method predominantly used in painting, particularly for creating realistic skin tones and portraits. It involves using a greenish gray or gray-green underlayer, often mixed from earth colors like yellow ochre and Mars black, to establish the values and forms of the subject. This layer then serves as a foundation upon which subsequent layers of color are applied, allowing for a luminous and nuanced final result. Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry, guys. Tough. I should probably put you up here. Put you right there so I can see. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that technique before. Verdaccio. Yeah, I can't say I've done that or used that technique. So basically Bob Ross would paint backgrounds of where he buried his victims. Ah, I see. See, that's how he would get his release. He'd put a little marker where he buried the bodies. For pencils, I should be able to at least apply green colored pencils on the face before the other colors. Interesting. I'll have to check it out. Usually I don't, I'll tone the canvas, but I have never tried the greenish underlayer. Let me see, what is the closest I've got with underpaintings? I don't know. I just mix the colors on the palette and add it to the canvas. So sometimes it seems like, unless you're doing a lot of glazing, it doesn't seem like it really makes much sense. But I understand the concept of the underpainting. But yeah, if you're not really glazing, it really doesn't make much sense. Nothing's going to show through. I'm not saying it's wrong. Dude, quit making a racket mess here. Alright, hold on. Let me move this so the chat's not all covering what I'm working on. Kitty. Oh, Kitty, what you doing? You want some attention before I start painting? It's been like, what, 30 minutes and I haven't even done any painting? You did a drawing of Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, and I did the pencil version of the Verdaccio technique. And I was told that my pencil drawing looks like that of an HD version of the painting. It's uploaded here on your channel. I will check it out. Let's see. Booger. Quit messing with me. Alright, let's see. Alright, I guess I gotta use the search. Oh, here it is. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I like it. Looks good. Yeah, nice detail work. The table layout, even the legs under the table. Good stuff. Yeah, great drawing. Excellent. I love the colors. You wish you could draw as good. It just takes practice, Keegan. And the drive to want to do it. I mean, if it's not something you like just go to, it's going to take a lot of work to get to that point. What? Oh, it's like after your last supper, there's something that says, The Simpson, Ralph draws on the wall. And I was seeing Ralphie. And it's the character in the show, Ralph. He's drawing on the wall. Nice. Okay, guys. Need my reference photo. Okay, oh yeah. That is right. So, very light. Brush, don't dry out on me just yet. Of course you can, Keegan. If I tried to draw people, it becomes a stick mat. Well, that's a good start. You got to start somewhere. It just doesn't come out of nowhere. I mean, some people might be that gifted, but most people, you know, it takes a lot of drawing, practice, repetition. Just start with one thing, one particular thing, work on that, and then build off of that. So you got your stickmen. There's plenty of tutorials on the internet on drawing. You know, pick up channels like Ralphie BMD. He consults this fella. I haven't seen him. I don't know. Is that Ralphie? Is BMD the actual channel name, or does he go by? Is it what is his channel? You also need a canvas and a canvas stand and paint materials because I have none of that. All I have is paper and pencil. I too started with drawing stickmen, and yeah, we all did. When I was a kid, that's what I did, stickmen or blobs. I guess I'm kind of gifted with singing. There you go. I mean, if that is your passion, you know, drawing, it looks cool, you know, when you see people do it, but it takes a lot of practice and time, especially when I attempted to do the Last Supper in my younger years. Yeah, you just, it's definitely repetition. It's, you know, doing things over and over and over. Me doing graffiti stuff really taught me how to like not worry about the thing that I was drawing, but just trying to do it the best that I can. And so it was a lot of repetition, writing the word or name over and over again, and trying to um, do it a little better each time, or looking at the one before it and seeing how I would alter it or change it or what needs adjustment. And it's the same with figures. It's all the same. Like you're dealing with shapes and forms, and then eventually values, lights, darks. But you can't just go into it thinking like you're gonna do all of that at one time. You develop that unity of it all over time. It's BMD Portraits. That's the pencil drawing channel I went to in my early high school years. Okay. Thanks for the motivation, but I'm going to head out. All right, Keegan, you have a good day or evening, and we'll catch you again soon. And thanks for dropping by the channel again. All right, let's get this started. Let's get this party started. I know this is what everybody's been waiting for, is me to actually start painting. Cats is under my easel. Okay. This line, where's my reference? This line is light, or it's almost white. So this actually should be, because this is like a yellow, it's supposed to be a yellow color. But if I'm going by the value, this is probably right now. You know, I can't see chat when it's right over there. So the Pope portrait is being very challenging. Shoot. Finally covering this section up. So many years. Oh, so actually, when I look back at my timeline for this piece, it doesn't go back as far as I thought. So I thought I started this in 2019. I actually started this in 2022. Kitty, come on, girl. Kitty, please don't put your claws in my stomach. Kitty, stop. Crazy, crazy cat. it's only been 3 years. That's not too bad compared to other paintings that were started many years. So I had one I started, I think, I started in 2004 and let it sit. It was a portrait of my brother's pit bull, and I started it, just did like the base underpainting, and that was it. Hey, you, please quit. Every time I'm trying to paint, you're trying to get in my lap or claw me or something. So, yeah, I let it sit for, jeez, I think it was 2018 that I finished it. So about 15 years. Or 13, wait, 13 years? 2004, so. I would say, yeah, 13, 14, 15 years. Depends on when I actually started it. That's probably one of my better oil paintings. It's still done from a photograph though, so which it still looks good, but it's not something I did from life. Shoes. Planning to draw at least several artworks of popular Renaissance artists. Nice. Who are some of your favorites? Oh, come on. Oh yeah, of course. Everybody loves these guys. I did. I think I have books on all of those guys. Not the nice, big, heavy ones, but like the smaller, easier on the pocketbook ones. I think I have a couple cash-in ones. Do I have one on Michelangelo? I know I have one on Raphael and Leonardo. They're both your favorites. I can see the next possible pencil artworks I could do. Hands of God and Adam from Michelangelo's creation of Adam. That is a good one. Our friend Emmett Ferguson of Bizarre Creative did a take on that painting. He actually destroyed that piece. trying. Why does this keep... Hey Sabrina, Suburban Garden, welcome. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Hope you're doing well. And thank you again. It's good to see you in chat. I appreciate it. Nice to see people return. Been getting a little bit of growth on this channel. So slow but surely. That's the way. Guess I could pay somebody. Hey, Very Jerry, what's up? How are you doing today? I don't think we've seen you in chat before, so welcome to this channel. We do a lot of painting, some digital artwork, not too much drawing. I haven't done any drawing other than digital drawing live on this stream. It's usually painting, drawing, some gaming. There we go. I don't think this was very straight. Kind of got off. But you know what? Kind of digging that. The imperfection. I need to paint this whole side panel again. For some reason, it's like 3 different colors in the area, or 3 different shades in the area. I might have to go over this part again, because sometimes we get some translucence going on here. Paint doesn't necessarily cover the best, so a layer or 2 does the job. Tell all of you guys who want to draw or paint a reason cannot cheat. Nothing is impossible. I gotta admit, I'm not really good at painting. Not until I finally discovered my niche, which is to use pencils, color pencils particularly. Yeah, you know, you use the medium that you feel comfortable with. I mean, if you want to paint, you'll paint. When I started, it was all drawing. That's all I did as a kid was draw. Used to copy stuff all the time. Just copy and copy. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you develop your ability through, like I said, repetition and practice, and you pick up. Gosh, why does this keep going? Pick up. Did this die on me? My earbud died on me. Actually, drawing, I know some people might disagree with me, but drawing does help when you pick up painting. Stuff you learn in drawing, I should say. I mean, with painting, probably value and contrast are probably one of the more important things to learn, but you want to learn it all. You know, composition, I can't say I'm always hitting those marks. Composition, keeping your forms, your colors, values, patterns. There's a bunch. There's a bunch of things to learn about the visual arts. Ooh, pure white though? I don't know if pure white. Oh, I know that. There's a spot. There's a headlamp right here. The headlamp right here. That I didn't get. Hey, there we go. We got our headlamp in. Okay. Just lightest amount of gray. I don't want straight pure white on this line here. It looks white, but it is just slightly off white. Oh, and of course I'm putting my hand in the tacky paint that I just laid down. Oh, here comes Kira. He's going to want to get clawing on me. Kira, what you gonna do? Ideally, it would be nice to like rotate the canvas to get the right position. Ow, you! Dang, why do you always have to just pause in people? Okay. So, Ralphie, I don't know if you're familiar with a is it Raphael? He did a bunch of cartoons, and not like cartoons in the way that we in this time think of cartoons. It's what they called these elaborate drawings that were used to make tapestries. And he did a bunch of them, and one of them was called The Draught of Fishes, and it's Peter and Matthew pleading with Jesus to help provide food or fish for their people. I can't remember the story, but I did a version of that, but I altered it, kind of trying to make it more contemporary. And so it has allusions to or references to other painters or paintings. Gosh darn. Yeah, it's a very kind of apocalyptic like scene. I did do the drawings, but I stretched a huge canvas for probably one of the biggest that I've done. I think it's like 6 foot by 7 feet or something like that. I can't remember the dimensions. I had to take it apart. So that canvas is rolled up in my garage right now, and I think the pieces for the frame I still have. But I had it all gridded off, and then I started laying out the drawing, but I didn't finish the actual study. So there was things in it that I needed to work out before I actually start the painting. But I might have to update it all, because that painting also was started somewhere around 2004. Hey Wild Wolf, how are you doing? You came across that picture before, but there were a lot of paintings of that particular scene that made me kind of overwhelmed with choosing the best one. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I don't know if he did, if it was him or Michelangelo that did the School of Athens. I think that was Michelangelo, but Raphael did a bunch of cartoons for tapestries. Can't remember who commissioned those. I'd have to. I don't think I have my book here. I think it's in storage somewhere. But yeah, at the time I was also really into Salvador Dali and his concept of the paranoid image. So you're seeing other things in the image. So I was kind of drawn by that. There's a painting called Washington Crossing the Delaware that there's in the Raphael cartoon in the background. There's and I think Salvador Dali did a version of that painting.
Raphael painting. But there's some fishermen in the background. And I think, I don't know if I replaced that or added this painting. It's Washington crossing the Delaware River. But then I just borrowed the shape or the form or the outline of those figures on the boat, Washington on the boat. And the idea is to turn that into a garbage boat. So it will have the outline of Washington crossing the Delaware, that image, but inside of it is just like, it's just like a garbage boat, trash and stuff. I still have to work it out. That'll be a lot of work because trash. I mean, I guess if it's loose painting, it's easy to make trash. I'll have to dig out the I'll have to dig out the drawing that I did. It'll make a lot more sense if you see it. Is that, oh shoot. I also did a version of another Raphael painting. I took all these from the book that I have. Can't remember the title of it. Actually, here, I'll show you. Because I have a small version of it. I don't know where the smaller version. I did a painting of this. This is a print I did. This is a Xerox print I did. Of course, it's dusty as hell. Dust all over. But this is based off the Raphael painting. Let's see if hopefully the light doesn't glare off of it. Of course it's glaring. Let me see. So in the what was it? So there's Sleeping Night, and I switched out the night for a samurai. And then there's two female figures around on either side of him. I think one has to do with virtue, and the other is what is it? Love or passion? I can't remember. Is it still reflecting? Oh, because of my other lights. Sorry. But yeah, there's a tree. It's all pretty similar. This whole section here is okay, hold on. Got too many things in my hand. I got a cat in my lap. She's trying to get my attention. You crazy. I added the birds in the tree. The tree actually, in the original piece, I think had foliage on it. I added the little frogs. There's frogs over in on the side. 3 frogs. There's a nuclear power plant in the background. there's like a little house in the background too. When I did this, because these are all, this like 7 to 9 color plates, and then I ran them each plate through the Xerox copier, color copier, and it layered this image like a print. But I got some flack for giving this figure on the right googly eyes. People did not like the googly eyes. But this is probably one of maybe, I don't know how many. I had a handful that actually worked through the copier, because I printed it on washi paper, and washi paper run through a Xerox copier is basically not a good idea. Sorry. But yeah. But I did a painting of this. It's a little different. Actually, the painting, there's no birds. There's foliage in the tree. Please get off of me. Do not claw my leg. I wish I had the small picture of it. You quit clawing on me. You're annoying. Annoying me. Robert. Yeah, I don't know where that went, where I put that. Anyways. Yeah, that was definitely based off another Raphael painting. What is going on? Hey, you. You are a knucklehead right now. You're being a straight knucklehead. Get your clawing. Old Clawbert. Stop Clawberting me. Easy Clawbert. Okay, how are we doing, guys? Sorry, I keep interrupting myself. Alberto. Whoops, yeah, we're throwing this all off, but that's alright, because we have to redo the side panel. We screwed up the side panel. You like my slippers? Yeah. My cat slippers. I don't know if you can see them. I got some new ones, but they've gotten dirty already. So they're not as pristine as they used to be. Jeez, I think I've only had them for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks maybe. Probably going on 3 weeks. My wife got them for me for my birthday. They're fun slippers. They definitely would not work if I'm standing up painting. They don't have any kind of support. Not even support, it's just like the bottoms. They're cushiony enough, but I don't think it could stand in them forever. Oh, jeez. That's great. Okay, guys, we're gonna do the. Is this the same color? Yeah, that line is not straight at all. Oh, well. Oh, man, what is it? Black paint ran all the way up here. Okay. I regret putting this in right now. Because I will put my hand in it. Not much to say. I'm tired and cooking some food. No worries, Wild Wolf. I appreciate y'all just coming and hanging. Not like I'm saying much. But I see you've been pretty busy with your drawings lately. Cat hair. Cat hair. Yeah, I'll probably be needing to start breakfast here soon. It's already 10 after 10 here. And usually we'd be eating by now, but my wife's on the phone with her job. So I figured I'd jump in and do a little painting before breakfast. But I will be back on. It's my last day of my 3-day weekend. Who knows how much painting I will get to do for the rest of the week till Sunday. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. after I do this little section on the windows here, I'm gonna go work on breakfast, and then I'll be back later on to continue this because I want to get this double-decker bus knocked out and get started on finalizing all these vehicles and adding in the mirrors. Yay, we got that part done. Alright guys, I hope that paint doesn't dry completely in my palette, because I will be bummed if I have to remix in just a match. If I do, oh well, it's not like the first time I haven't had to do that. This painting or any other painting. Alright, I gotta get out the brush. Well, we made a little tiny progress. Little teeny tiny. But we made progress nonetheless. Remember to put the covers back on my trichinoid. Alright, we got the brush clean. We got that done. So we're gonna call it right now. But as you can see, yeah, there's some little bits where the color or value is off a little bit, but keeps it interesting.
my lines though. Not the straightest, but whatever. It doesn't have to be. I'd use a ruler if that were the case. Anyways, yep, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right, thank y'all for joining me. I'll be back on later today. It is only 10:22 for me here. So, thank you, Wild Wolf. I appreciate it. You have a good day. I'm sure it's getting later in the day for you. But yes, again, the painting is upside down. All right, y'all. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. Thanks for people who have been subbing recently and helping this little tiny channel grow a little bit. And hope y'all have a good day or evening. We'll be back later, like I said. And until next time, bye for now. Thanks, y'all.